Hey guys, it's Brijette with San Deigo Seed Company. I'm here with my farmhand Nepali, and today on the Kellogg Garden YouTube channel, I'm going to talk about my corn patch and talk a little bit about what we've done. If you've seen our last video, we actually showed you what we did in the very beginning when this was nothing but a dry, hot dirt patch. And now we've corn growing. So how did we get to this point? Well, as you would have seen if you saw my last video, we put tons of compost in here, we mixed it in, we put in an organic granular fertilizer, and then next we made our rows here. We decided to do raised rows, and that's partly because this ground has a little bit of a slope. And so I want the water to be able to, if it's going to drip off, it drips off into these little furrows. And we have less water runoff. Here in zone 9 and 10, water is precious and very expensive. So we have to be as conservative as possible with that. And now you can see we've got this gorgeous patch of corn. This is Martian Jewels, which is a really neat corn that has a purple stalk and a white corn cob. A really neat rare variety that we're growing out here for seed. Luckily, we will get to eat some of this corn and share with the neighbors, but most of it will be for seed production. If you're a first-time corn grower, some things that you need to consider is, first of all, corn needs to be planted in blocks for good pollination. So if you only plant 1 or 2 corn stalks, you're not likely going to get big, beautiful cobs of corn because there's not going to be enough pollination to create those gorgeous corn cobs that you see like from the store. So you can see we've got a big block here, and we have, I believe, somewhere in the range of like 400 to 500 stalks. Now, obviously, this is a lot for most home gardeners. So if you're going to grow your corn and you want to do a small amount of them, make sure you do them close together, and either in a round circle where the pollen will transfer from one plant to another, or in blocks. Now at this stage of the corn growth, the things that I have to be watching for is, 1, gophers. This is an area of the farm that has a lot of gophers that live down here, so I really got to watch them and make sure I'm not missing too many corn stalks. And then I want to watch also for just too many roly-polies. If I come down here and I see that the plant is just gnawed off and the corn has fallen over, that's a sign that I might have an issue with earwigs, roly-polies, or other insects. At that point, I would look at the integrated pest management recommendations for managing that pest. But so far, it looks incredible. These corn stalks are growing, seems like inches a day. Every time I come down here, they're like doubled, which is incredible. If you saw my other video and you saw what the ground looked like, it was basically what you see here. This dry, hot, sandy soil. If you were to come down here and just try to stick corn seeds in the ground, you probably wouldn't have very good luck. All the steps that we took in the beginning, although they were a lot of work, it's really going to make a big difference throughout my growing season. And you can tell already that this corn looks really happy and healthy, and that's because we took the time to incorporate as much organic matter as we could put into the soil, an all-purpose granular organic fertilizer. And then we also took the time to water for several days prior to planting to ensure that there was enough moisture in the soil so that when we transplanted these guys, that they would be nice and healthy. In the coming weeks, I'm going to be down here every single day looking for weeds, making sure I pull any weeds before they get too big, and just watching my corn grow. We'll post videos all season long so you can see what it looks like, and I cannot wait until we have baskets full of corn this summer to share with friends and neighbors.